coming to give y'all a new video. I done beat my face, I done got my hair done. And I got this ring light, which is what you see right here. And I'm loving this ring light. I haven't made a video yet with it, so I decided to make one tonight. It's like 4 o'clock in the morning. And excuse me, y'all, I've been kind of sick. I don't think I got a coronavirus because prior to now, I've been going to work and managing to be all right. So I just wanted to kind of cover a few things today. For one, I guess I'll give you guys an update in regards to what my transition has been like thus far. I would say my transition has not gone as far as I would like it to go. My expectations may have been a little bit higher. I don't feel like I'm seeing drastic changes. One thing I noticed is that, you know, I kind of have some boobs. I don't have a bra on right now. I don't ever wear a bra. I don't see why it's necessary if I don't feel like I have breasts yet. I'm waiting on like these breasts to form and round out. Right now they're kind of like just triangular. They're at the stage where they're like poking out like a triangle. They haven't rounded out yet. I've seen a little bit of nipple growth, I would say, and I'm coming up like on a year, or if not already a year. I would say maybe my skin a little bit. Like I've noticed in regards to makeup, it's easier to apply makeup. The makeup comes on a little bit smoother than it used to, but I still, like, my skin is not where I would like it to be. I'm just feeling myself with these braids. I don't understand. I'm gonna link the person who did my hair in Jacksonville. She's my coworker's daughter, and she slayed my hair. Like, I've been getting compliments. I do feel like my face is getting fat, and I hate that, because I've been eating a lot. But all in all, I'm pretty happy with my transition. I always think of it like this, like it could be worse, it could be better. Like I could be somebody who is not passable at all. I don't take myself to be somebody who's passable necessarily. Like I've seen some queens that are extremely passable, and I'm not there. I definitely have a long way to go, whether it's my laser hair surgery, which I've been dedicating myself to. I have to go like every 7 weeks, and I haven't seen like a tremendous loss in hair on my face, but I have seen smoother skin, I would say, in those areas, and slower growth, I would say. But you have to like continue to go, especially like when you're a male, you have to continue to go to really get the hair down. So I plan on just doing that long term. I would love to be more passable. Sometimes I get depressed because you don't want to go out into the world and feel like you just are a target, or you don't want to feel like the ugly duckling. You don't want to feel like the hunchback of Notre Dame when you're going out. You want to feel beautiful. And there are times where I do feel beautiful. There are times where I do feel like I pass. But I feel like a lot of that has to do with when I have on makeup, or when I have a nice wig or hairdo. When I'm having my waist trainer on, I feel like I depend on those things to pass, and I depend on those things to be comfortable as a transgender, which I hate in a way, but it helps me to limit my dysphoria. But at the end of the day, I think about how like when I come home, I have to take everything off. You know, I have to take the makeup off. And those are things I think about. So some things I plan on doing in the future definitely is some surgeries. If my breasts don't grow to like a B or a C cup, and I'm sorry, I'm talking kind of low because like my next door neighbor, she can hear almost everything. She did not know my wall before when I was singing, but we kind of got to an understanding, and we both have to respect each other. So that's that. But anyways, if my breasts don't go to a B or a C cup, I would add a little bit here. I'm not gonna do like where I'm all the way out here. I just want to add a little bit, you know. Butt lift. Ooh. I would definitely get a Brazilian butt lift so that they could take this stomach out and put it in my ass. Also, a lot of trans women have this like this brow ridge here. I would shave that down and maybe get my nose pointed. Get a pointy nose here, as well as shave my jaw down. Possibly an eyebrow lift. You know, so those are things I can see myself doing to make myself more passable, or to make myself, like I said, limit the dysphoria I have. Like I said, it's a battle every day. I don't want any transgender that's starting out, that's realizing that they're transgender and want to take the steps to have this idea in their mind that once you get on the hormones, that your life is going to change drastically, that your life is going to change. It's all in your head ultimately. Like really, I feel like I still look the same as before. It has to be like a mindset to where you're comfortable going outside, living the life that you live, and you have to be prepared. It's not easy at all. You will have terrible days. You will have days where the smallest thing somebody says to you can really trigger you and trigger negative feelings inside of you. And that's something you have to be ready for. It's hard. Like, I find it's very hard. I find it hard waking up in the morning and trying to beat my face every morning. I don't do it. And the days that I don't beat my face, I feel less of a woman, you know what I'm saying? But I try to always let my personality shine through. Always be yourself at the end of the day. You know who you are deep down inside. You know how you feel. Nobody can take that away from you. So I would just encourage any young transgender coming up to do their research. Definitely to not take this lightly, because it's a big move. It's something that you have to be ready for. So that's enough on the transition. I didn't plan on doing a video today, but I know I need to have some more content out here. If I'm gonna have a YouTube page, like, why have a YouTube page if you're not gonna put content out? Whether anybody watches it or not, I started this YouTube channel for a reason. And yes, one of my nails fell off. These are press-on nails. I don't have money to go to the nail salon, but I want to kind of talk about a few things that have happened since I last saw you guys. So when I last saw you guys, I was going through a lot of transitional things other than my transition. I was moving from house to house, whether it was my dad's house, to a friend's house, to someone I found on Craigslist. I was moving all over the place, and it was a lot, in addition to trying to take my hormones and do everything I was trying to do. It was hard to transition easily. I really thought at one point I might have to stop, or I might not be able to present myself the best way during those times, but God worked it out for the better to where I gained some kind of stability. I want to say thank you to my dad for everything he did, and my parents, my grandparents, everything they did up until this point. I want to thank my friend for opening his door to me. Even though we clash a lot, we don't get along, we have very different mindsets. But I want to thank him so much, because he didn't have to open his door to me, especially when my family was not supporting my lifestyle. He was one of the people that I felt comfortable with becoming Diddy. So I just want to thank those folks. Ultimately, the very good news I have now is that I'm in my own apartment, which I'm standing here talking to you right now. I have a little studio apartment. I love it. It's a peace of mind for me to get away from the world, get away from everybody. Not have to worry about what nobody has to say about my lifestyle, not have to worry about anyone's rules or regulations. Now, I do have to give some sort of negative news in regards to the coronavirus. I recently was laid off from work, so I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to pay for my rent and all of my other bills, but I'm not stressing out at this point. One thing I've learned during this transition is that I am willing to make something happen to get what I want, to do what I want. So I'm confident that God has blessed me with the right people in my life, that God has blessed me with the know-how and the knowledge to do what I have to do, and I know God will work it out in my favor. It was something else I needed to talk to y'all about. I guess while I'm at it, I'll give y'all an update on like my love life. For a long time, I've kind of like fallen back from men. I was on POF and I'm still on POF. A lot of the guys on POF, when it comes to a trans girl, I mean, even when it comes to a born female, they're disrespectful. They're only looking for sex, and they will say the most derogatory things. I can only speak from the experience of a trans girl. My page is very clear about what I'm interested in and what I'm not interested in. I can probably include something here to show you like what my page says, but it's very clear that I don't sell myself. I have a job, or I had a job prior to now, but I'm a working woman. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know why they feel that they can just talk to me any kind of way, but when I've tried to like ask them, do you talk to other females like this? They say stuff like, hell no. I've had several guys tell me, oh, you just a transgender, so basically get off your high horse. It ain't no high horse, it's my body. But I am talking to a guy currently. I don't want to give out his name. He's open. I believe he's open at this time. We haven't met in person, but I think he's open because he's going to take me out on a date, or so he says. So he's supposed to be taking me to a very nice restaurant. It was my decision. He said, where did you want to go? And I said, so you'll take me anywhere? And he said, yeah. So I stayed this expensive restaurant, one of my favorite restaurants. I'm not going to say like it's super expensive because I'll pay for it myself if I want to go. I'm not trying to get over on nobody. I'm just trying to see where his head at. Is he willing to treat me like a real woman? And so I said the name of the place, and he said, that's what it is then. So right there, he already had me at hello. He's a grown man with his stuff. He's 1 year younger than me, and you know how I feel about that. You know, I like the guys a little bit older than me or whatever, but I like him. I like him so far. We have good, very good conversations. He listens. He's a man that listens to me. He treats me with respect. He's not ashamed of me at this time. Like, I don't see that out of him. He's a very sweet guy, but I just have to make sure he's not just talking and that he puts some action behind that. Oh my God, my baby Scarlett is just texting me. My little boo. I'm about to call him.